Hello learners, today we will study English chapter number 9, Home They Brought Her, Warrior Dead, by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Student, just think about the challenges faced by families of soldiers. What is the emotional state of a family that has one of its members at the war front? Most soldiers miss the birth of their own children and their growing up. How do you think children of soldiers deal with the absence of their father? Okay, student, just think about this. Now let's start the poem. Home they brought her warrior dead. She nor sound nor uttered cry. All her maidens watching said, she must weep or she will die. In this first stanza, the speaker describes the reaction of a woman when her dead husband was brought back to her. Okay, what was the reaction when anyone's dead husband brought back to her? Her grief is in this poem. This widow's grief is so overwhelming. She cannot even cry. She did not faint or soon or make even a noise. Her friends watched her and they became worried about her because she seemed not to grieve properly. They thought she might be die if she did not weep as she should. They believed that if this woman did not grieve, the pain she refused to let out would eventually kill her. In the second stanza, then they praised him soft and low, called him worthy, too beloved, truest friend and noblest foe, yet she neither spoke nor moved. In the first stanza, Sund meaning lost consciousness. Maidens means female helpers. Okay. Second stanza, now poet is saying, as in many instances of death, you have ever seen, students, like in many instances of death, the people around the dead man praised him. You have seen? They talked about his life, about the good that he did. They called him worthy to be loved, and they talked about the kind of friend he was to them. They called him true and noble. Yet, as the people around her grieved and spoke memories. Here in this poem, the wife of the dead man could not speak nor move. She remained still. No one knew what was going on in her mind, but she seemed to be in a state of shock. No amount of no amount of grief seemed to bring tears to the widow's eyes. She was yet unmoved. Perhaps she was unable to accept the death, even as those around her spoke of him and paid tribute to his memory. The people around her are not sure why the woman refuses to show emotion, but they surround her with words of praise for her husband, hoping to break her out of her shock so that they might be there to comfort her. Now, in next stanza, stole a maiden from her place lightly to the warrior's steps, took the face cloth from the face, yet she neither moved nor wept. Here, stepped, stept. Okay, stepped meaning is moved up to. Okay, in the third stanza, because the woman still refuses to grieve, one of the women present walks up to the dead man and removes the cloth that was covering his face. Perhaps she thought that his wife was unable to grieve because she still could not believe or accept that this dead man was her husband. The people around the widow clearly believed that the woman ought to grieve. Thus, because she will not show any sign of grief when the people speak of him, this particular friend shows her the face of her late husband. She thought that if she show her the face of her late husband, then she will cry. hoping that this will help the woman to break out of her state of shock and be able to grieve properly. In the fourth stanza, Rose, a nurse of 90 years, set his child upon her knee. Like a summer tempest came her tears. Sweet my child, I live for thee. In the last stanza, the speaker finally reveals to the readers the reason for the widow's silence. She has not been unfeeling or careless of her husband's death. She has not even been in shock or disbelief like the people around her thought. Rather, she has been paralyzed with fear. She did not think about her own pain at losing her husband. Rather, she thought of the poor child. It was not until she saw the child nurse sit the child upon her knee that she burst forth in uncontrollable tears that came like a summer tempest. She cried out, "Sweet my child, I live for thee." She cried out like summer tempest and cried and told that now, my child, I live for you. Okay, student, understand the poem? Now, what do you feel about the life of a soldier? How different is it from the life of any civilian? Different? Soldier's life is totally different from any other civilian. Okay, I hope you all understand this poem. Thank you.